We are 2 months away until the conclusion of the 2018 AFL season, and the one issue which is still arose within the AFL community, who is going to be performing at the 2018 AFL Grand Final? The last 4 years, the AFL have given us some of the best acts in Australia and the world coming to the MCG and performing. This included the likes of Ed Sheeran, Ellie Goulding, Bryan Adams, Sting, Vance Joy, and recently the Killers performed to over 100,000 people. Bon Jovi has been tipped as favourites, with the band about to embark on a tour of Japan and Australia in late November, early December. Who else might AFL Chief Executive Officer Gil McLachlan might get to perform on the last Saturday in September? Gang of Youths. What if 2017 and 2018 the area award-winning band have had, and they begin a North American tour in early October, but could farewell Australia before returning for the Australian leg in November. Gang of Youths swept last year's ARIA Awards, taking home 7 awards including Best Group and Best Rock Album. What a good way to showcase Australian music, and to bring in a new legion of fans for the band than to have them perform in front of 100,000 strong at the MCG. 21 Pilots, one of the biggest up-and-comers who had a massive 2015 and 2016 with their album, Blurry Face, selling 6.5 million copies worldwide and being a critical acclaim album, spurring hits like Right and Stressed Out reaching the ARIA Top 20, and Heathens being a critical success on the back of Suicide Squad. New album out, entitled Trench, and the boys about to begin touring mid-October with a trip to Australia early next year scheduled. A good way for the duo to lighten up and would create an amazing spectacle. Peking Duck. They lit up the MCG for Origin 1 earlier this year, and are a homegrown talent plenty of Australians love hearing. Peking Duck could put together an amazing set of the best songs from their discography, including Stranger, Hi, Take Me Over, and their new song Fire. Good. Charlotte, an Australian favourite, and the Maddens still have a place located in Sydney from their run as judges on The Voice Australia. Charlotte helped pave the way for the early to mid-2000s generation, and are back with their new album, Generation RX, scheduled for release later this year. The Maryland natives were down earlier for the Download Festival in Melbourne, and did 2 shows in Sydney and Brisbane. However, an Australian tour should be on the cards instead of a one-off appearance for a metal festival. Vance Joy. One of the obvious choices being an Australian musician who at one point was slated to play AFL, gave up the opportunity to be a sportsman to focus on his music, and for James Keogh, Vance Joy has paid dividends. Vance Joy has had a certified platinum album in Dream Your Life Away, Riptide, going 9 times platinum, and is about to do an Australian tour in early September. Would be beneficial for the Victorian native to perform his best tracks on the hollow turf. Bon Jovi. Probably the most obvious choice, and a band that will probably get announced over the next few weeks. Bon Jovi has been going strong for over 30 years, and 4 decades on, about to do a mammoth Australian tour in December. Earlier in the year, Bon Jovi were highly rumoured to promote their Australian tour, and don't be surprised if we see one of the most highly decorated American rock bands of all time. Bon Jovi could easily smash out a 1-hour post-show performance after the grand final, and fans of young and old would stick around to watch these guys perform. Under 60 days left until the AFL Grand Final, we are still in the dark about who is performing. But as long as we steer away from the Meatloaf fiasco of 2011, we should be fine and be entertained no matter who it is heading to the MCG.